And then the women's championship match that we've all been waiting for. Is this going to be the last true shoot match since Londos and Lewis, or Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair? And again, this was actually probably the cutest. I say the word now. I'm saying the word cute.
I'm dying to hear where this is going.
Cute when related to a wrestling show review. But this was probably the cutest entrance that they did, where they playing the music and on the stage there, the big set, the big mega, it looked like the front cover of the VHS of Metropolis, the big building set they got there. And there's 3 boxes, and Tiffy looks like a Barbie doll in her box in different outfits in each one of them. And she's moving and grooving, dancing and telling me. I'm sorry, she's a dancing machine. And she's in the boxes. And which one that they can't all be real. Are all these videos? Is some real? You can't tell the difference. It was an amazing bit of sleight of video until finally the real Tiffy came out of the middle box, and instantly she was over, Brian.
Oh, stop it. Oh, give me a break.
Well, she came out of a box.
Break. It has nothing to do with your concept. You cannot apply that to this.
I certainly
There was a window. The box had a window. None of the boxes in your references in the past had windows.
I have never excluded the possibility of a box having a window. It's not my fault. It's still a box-like structure.
Whether it's not my fault.
It's not my fault that the other boxes have been constructed not up to building code. But the box, nevertheless, she came out of the box, whether it had a window or not. She's over. The only thing is, it opened like a door. I think the window should have slid up like the old peep shows, where you had to put another fucking token in to get the window to slide back up so you could see that what you were trying to. Well, you've had that happen many times.
I don't know what you're talking about. You think she's over now? Wait until they start billing her as the woman with 3 boxes.
She could headline Mitchell Brothers. Anyway, so she got to the ring and Charlotte got to the ring, and I see what they were trying to do. But unfortunately, the women's match of the weekend was yet to come. It wasn't this one. But they tried to work a fight to capitalize, and especially at the start where they were really going at each other and the hair pulling and the rolling around. They tried to work a fight based on the legitimate, apparently, animosity that got out, that people know that they have or had. And the element of, is this going to get out of control, and is somebody not going to cooperate? But it's this is neither way. Charlotte's strong point is not fighting; it's the wrestling, the athletic part of the wrestling. And Tiffy is a scrappy young thing, full of piss and vinegar, but she's not that experienced. So it looked like a struggle over tips at the Gold Club in some spots. But again, the fans were into this because of the animosity and the way it was incorporated into the buildup. Charlotte works like a heel. Tiffy acts in every way like a classic heel, but people like her, especially against Charlotte. So the dynamic is working there. Charlotte got a lot of heat. At one point, they went into a series where I don't know what they were actually doing. And then they each worked on the other's leg. And then they had an awkward back and forth with a couple of false finishes in there. And suddenly, Tiffany hit the moonsault. And 1, 2, 3. It got a big pop. But I'm not sure that I really felt like that was, you know how you can feel in a big match when a finish is coming and oh, this was kind of like, huh? Oh. 20 minutes bell to bell. Probably could have been shorter. What'd you think?
Yeah, I didn't think it was very good at all. It didn't work. If that's the way we're going to put it, it didn't work. It didn't connect. It looked sloppy at times. They weren't on the same page at times. Expectations were high because of the promo, and it didn't hit. And it's going to be really curious what happens now, because I think everyone's looking right at Charlotte. Tiffany's young and Tiffany's over. So whatever Charlotte does next is going to be very interesting. Again, it's been a while since we've seen a really good Charlotte match. This wasn't it.
Yeah. And I admit that also, because even though that I think that she is, and again, it's not like she's goddamn 15 years older than she was a few years ago. She had some great matches. She has had a knee injury, but I'm not gonna say that this was good just because Charlotte was in it when it wasn't particularly that good. But it wasn't her forte, her flywheel. It wasn't her flywheel. I don't know if it was either one of their flywheels. I think the wheel fell off. Anyhow,